In this episode of the Home Studio Show, I'm looking at the release of Arturia Effects Collection 2, the new Traction FM synth, UJAM Beatmaker Glory, free VST plugins, deals, and much more. I'm Zane. Thank you for checking out the Home Studio Show, the show where I aim to help you find new tools for your home studio by providing audio tech news and reviews. Now, links for everything mentioned in this episode are down in the description. And first up in audio tech news is the release of Arturia's Effects Collection 2. If you're familiar with the Arturia Effects Collection, this new version has added 7 new plugins. If you aren't familiar with it, you now get 22 extremely high-quality effects plugins in this collection and hundreds of new presets. Arturia are known for creating high-quality, great-sounding plugins, and this builds on that. You actually get everything that you would need to create amazing-sounding mixes in this bundle. The 7 new plugins include Chorus Dimension D, which is based on the Roland Dimension D hardware unit. There's also the Phaser Bitron, which is based on the classic Mutron biphase guitar pedal. Another modulation plugin that's now included is the Flanger BL20, and this one is based on the hardware Bell BF20 stereo flanger. Plus, you also get the Chorus Jun 6 that's based on that classic chorus that was found on Roland synthesizers. So that's 4 of the 7 new plugins that are now included, but there's also 3 plugins that are great for buses, like Bus Force, and this is a very nice sounding unit that includes EQ, compression, filter, and saturation. Bus Force can be a very powerful tool on your buses or on individual tracks as well. There's also the Comp Diode 609, and this is based on the Neve 33609 compressor. This can give you some nice analog glue type of compression. And then finally, they've also added the EQ Citrel 295, and this is based on the Siemens EQ Citrel 295. This EQ can be great all over your projects. You can use it on single tracks or on buses, and it can make them sound great. So that's just the 7 new plugins that are now included with the Arturia Effects Collection 2. But you also get 15 more incredible plugins that are mostly based on vintage gear, and Arturia really delivers the quality with these. This bundle is available on Mac and Windows with a starting price of $299, and I'm going to be doing another video where I go even deeper with these plugins, and I'm going to try to use only these plugins to mix an entire song. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and then you can check that one out. Next up in audio tech news is the new Traction FM synth. This new Traction synth plugin is a huge one. It can be an 11 operator FM synth, but it's even more flexible than that. It can also be a virtual analog synth and a sample-based instrument. It's extremely versatile, and if you're into classic FM sounds, it can deliver convincing Yamaha TX81Z, the Yamaha DX7, and the Yamaha GS1 sounds. This is a huge synth that's capable of a ton of sounds, and like all of Traction's synth instruments, it comes with a large number of very usable presets. I'm a huge fan of the Traction instruments, and I use several of them quite a bit as they deliver awesome vintage sounds. And I'm really looking forward to checking out the FM synth in more detail and having it be a part of my regular synth rotation. You can get Traction FM on Mac, Windows, and Linux with a starting price of $179. Next up in audio tech news is UJAM have released Beatmaker Glory. This is the 9th plugin in their Beatmaker lineup, and it covers your beat sounds for modern hip-hop and trap styles. There's actually 20 styles in total, with 60 presets, 10 drum kits, and 460 drum patterns. This allows you to quickly lay down the foundation to your songs with high-quality drum and beat sounds so you can get down to work with melodies, lyrics, and other instrumentation. UJAM Beatmaker Glory is available on Mac and Windows with a starting price of just $49 for a limited time. Next up in audio tech news is a plugin that you can actually grab for free. This is the FKFX Obvious Filter. This is the first plugin from FKFX, but the guys behind this plugin have been audio plugin creators for years, working with other companies like Ohmforce, FXpansion, and more. So expect this plugin to be very nice. Obvious Filter turns the input sound into rhythmical sequences by using a morphing filter sequencer with a ton of modulation options. There are 10 resonant filters that emulate well-known analog circuits with incredible response quality and depth. You get 128 presets with this, so you can get started right away. And one thing to note is that you have to go to their Patreon page to download it, but you don't have to subscribe or anything. However, it would be nice if you did, and I'm sure you'll have access to more goodies from them if you do. But like I said, you don't have to, and you don't even need a Patreon account to grab this. The download link is right on their publicly viewable page. You can get FKFX Obvious Filter on Mac and Windows. All right, before we get into this week's deals, I just want to ask if you're enjoying this episode so far, getting some value out of it, can you please give it a thumbs up? It really helps my channel out, and I appreciate it so much. Now, let's look at the deals. And first up this week are some deals happening over on Plugin Boutique. You can still grab the iZotope Community Appreciation Bundle over there for just $49, and this is an incredible bundle at a ridiculously low price. I recently did a video where I mixed an entire song using only the plugins that were included in this bundle, and I'll link to that video in the description in case you want to check it out. And I'll also link directly to this deal so you can easily hop over to Plugin Boutique and grab it if you want to. Also, right now over on Plugin Boutique, you'll get the PreSonus Fat Channel XT for free. And this is a cool channel strip plugin that's regularly worth $59, but it's yours for free with any purchase. Another deal that's happening right now is when you sign up to LoopCloud. It's free to start out with, and not only do you get all of the free sounds and the software that makes LoopCloud great, but also right now you get the Baby Audio iHeart NY plugin for free. And all of this stuff is yours to keep even if you don't stay subscribed to LoopCloud. I highly recommend this software, and the inclusion of this free plugin just sweetens that deal even more. And of course, Waves always have great deals happening over on their website. I think their deal is going to be changing names very soon, so I don't want to mention the name of it just in case it changes before this video comes out, but lately they've been having the buy two get two free plugins deal, plus all of their plugins have been at greatly reduced prices. And if you've watched my channel for any time, you'll likely know that I'm a huge fan of Waves plugins, and I highly recommend adding some to your plugin library. I'll link directly to their deals page down below so you can see whatever their latest offers are over there. And now it's time for this week's plugins worth checking out. And first up this week is iZotope Nectar Elements. This is an AI-based vocal plugin that can listen to your vocals and make adjustments based on what it hears. Then you can do some fine-tuning at the end. It's extremely easy to use and can really help your vocals to cut through the mix and sound great. It's available on both Mac and Windows, and it can typically go for $129 on its own, but if you check out that iZotope Community Bundle that I mentioned earlier, you can get everything for just $49. The link is down in the description for that. Now, let's check out iZotope Nectar Elements.
Tonight the stars followed us home. The trees drift by as we head down the road home. My heart beating faster and faster. No one around, just us two. The dust blows up against the red taillight hue on, and the headlights shone on the brush and dirt.
The next plugin worth checking out this week is Arturia Rev Plate 140. This is Arturia's take on the classic EMT 140 plate reverb, which was the very first plate reverb, and you've likely heard the EMT 140 on numerous tracks. And now you can get this excellent plugin version in your home studio. Arturia claims that this is a circuit-accurate recreation of the iconic EMT 140 reverb, and it's also recreating the vacuum tube preamp that comes with it, delivering a classic full-bodied studio plate reverb. Use it on vocals, guitars, or wherever you want, and you can also use this to act as a glue on your buses too. The Arturia Rev Plate 140 is available on Mac and Windows, and you can get it as part of Arturia's Effects Collection 2 or on its own, where it's $99. And now it's time for this week's free plugins of the week. And the first free VST plugin this week is a new one from Fuse Audio Labs. This is VREV 666. It's an emulation of an interesting classic spring reverb from the 60s. You can use it to add a bit of an edge to your tracks or add a dirty ambient sound to synths and guitars or whatever. And this is a cool character reverb that's pretty unique. It's awesome that Fuse Audio Labs are giving this to us for free. VREV 666 is available on Windows and Mac systems. Now let's check it out.
Three lights in the sky, three lights blinking in the night. And they shine down on me, but I didn't feel a thing.
The next free VST plugin of the week is G-Doubler from SNFK Music. This is a pretty simple stereo doubler plugin. You've got three controls. The amount knob controls the mix of the doubled signal. Feedback controls how much of a tail the doubled signal gets, and saturation, of course, saturates the input and output signals to add some warmth to your tracks. It doesn't use a lot of CPU power, so you can add it multiple times in your mix if you want, or just not have to worry about it adding a load to your CPU and taking away from other plugins. Currently, G-Doubler is available only on Windows, but they say that they're working on a Mac version. You can get it off of their Patreon page, no need to log in or anything like that. The download link is right on their public page. And of course, if you like the plugin, you can donate to them if you like. Now, let's check out G-Doubler.
Friday night and it's off with my head. If you're looking for a reaction, you won't find it here. 'Cause I don't care, I don't know what I said, I don't know what I did. You think I should be bowing to your feet, oh yeah. Baby, you're happy to make me feel bad. Or maybe you're happy to tear me down.
Now, if you want to check out 30 more free VST plugins, click up here. Or click down here to see what YouTube recommends. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching for the Home Studio Show and Audio Tech TV. I'm Zane, keep creating, and we'll talk soon.